Welcome back to the coverage of the 25th JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. These are the highlights of the JK Tyre Novice Cup race, the last race in this category, the race which will lead to being crowned champion. One will be crowned champion, whether it be Kyle Kumran, Vineet Kumar or Joel Joseph. Jamie Shaw had a nightmare of a start, started from P1 and then had to wait for everybody to pass by to rejoin.
He will learn from this experience. Remember, he's a BCom and a sports medicine student. He understands cars so much. He's one of the new voices as far as motorsports is concerned, Jamie Shaw. The best part around it as well, over the weekend he shelved off over 1.5 seconds. But this racing weekend is really going to teach him much more than what we can possibly learn from books. Here we go. This is a very, very decent fight. Was car number 56, Chetan Surineni, immediately bringing in the fight as well. Much earlier on, we also had a couple of moments where we thought there will be a safety car, but it went away. Car number 96, then allowing car number 7 to go by, and there we see it was time for the safety car to do its due diligence and due duties. Dhruv Goswami versus Arjun Shamnair kept pace for the most of the track. Kyle Kumran was way back. Remember, this was a reverse grid. He was outside the top 5, fought his way up and moved up to position number 2. What also really transpired very, very quickly was the battle that was quickly drawn between the deemed DTS. So car number 31, Vineet Kumar, Joel Joseph, were not able to keep pace with Kyle Kumran. So he had to break away from them and somehow be part of the top 3.
It was an interesting race there. Nitish Chaudhary just spinning on the track, but luckily kept the engine running and was able to rejoin the race, although he did suffer a few places as far as the standings are concerned. This was the battle between Kyle Kumran and Dhruv Goswami. We were talking about Dhruv in the end doing so well to save off all that pressure. Car number 6, that is Aditya Parsuram, the lad from Chennai, from Eastern Performance, also in the mix of things. Remember, had he won the race and with Vineet Kumar did not get into the points, and had Kyle Kumran also not got the points, he would have been level with Kyle on points with 60 points each. So this was always going to be interesting. He was always going to have a go. As you can see, he's still in second. Kyle Kumran dropped down to 4th, but this is where Aditya tried to make his move. Arjun Shamnair was there and in 3rd, and going wide on that occasion was Navneet Burani, the front right, taking a bit of a beating as well. And on that occasion, just going slightly wide out of the track, couldn't turn, so decided to go straight through the tyre barrier.
You know what, Aditya Parasuram did a smart thing. He knew, although he had the inside line, as car number 56 was taken away into the safety area, Chetan Surineni. The best part is when Aditya Parasuram was on that line, he knew if he was going to go further, that would lead into retirement. Good thing to back off immediately, and here was a start again. But look at the way Dhruv Goswami goes. He absolutely shows no fear, shows no nerves, goes out and races his heart out. And Kyle Kumran all of a sudden tries to keep pace with him. Arjun Shamnair was quickly involved in the battle for the 3rd, 4th and the 5th.
It's a very, very good restart for Dhruv Goswami. The moment he knew that the safety car was going into the pits, he was informed, so he just held everyone back and suddenly then zoomed ahead, well ahead of everyone else. In the background you see car number 25 there, and that was Anwar Hemrajani spinning out of the track, and that was the battle there between Aditya Parsuram and Arjun Shamnair, while this was the battle right at the top for the checkered flag. It was Dhruv Goswami tailed very closely by Kyle Kumran. Kyle knew that if he got 8 points and Vineet did not finish close behind him, he will seal the championship. And I think it was very, very smart, very intelligent not to try and force the issue and be content with second. There's sometimes, like they say, kuch haar ke jeetne wale ko bazigar kehte hain. He's happy to finish second, but happier to take the championship with him. Delighted was Dhruv Goswami.
You know what, Dhruv Goswami finally had it with him. Kyle Kumran had only 2 corners to make that offensive, but when he realized that this was it. But look at the celebration. Look at that celebration. Look at that. He's already partying it out. So tonight he will be a dancer. Tonight he will be celebrating all the way through.
He'll be looking to paint Coimbatore red. Welcome back. These are live images coming from the Kari Motor Speedway as we go for the prize distribution ceremony. And with a man that needs no introduction, the fastest Indian on the planet, Narayan Karthikeyan, there on the podium, meeting these young guns and handing out trophies. What a moment it is for these young boys. Kyle Kumran now joining us on the podium. A huge smile on his face, gets a pat on the back from Narayan Karthikeyan. Well, I think that'll do his confidence a world of good. In fact, if I were there, I'd probably be starstruck. Joining us now, the race winner, Dhruv Goswami of M Sport. Very well done, Dhruv. Shakes Narayan Karthikeyan's hand. A little nervous look on that young man's face, and why not? Narayan Karthikeyan, the legend himself, handing out the trophy first to the third place finisher, the second runner-up, then to Kyle Kumran, who is second, and now to Dhruv Goswami, the young kid. You can see the innocence on his face, and he is delighted with that race win. And you could see that delight as he celebrated throughout that lap after crossing the checkered flag.
This is a moment where I always cherish in a podium ceremony,